Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to everybody. Hello there. This is Arnal from IXL Center in Boston, and welcome to the information session for the Innovation Olympics, the Summer Innovation Olympics 2018. So, as you guys know, there's a chat box here in the GoToMeeting software. If you guys can add your comments, questions. Tell us a little bit about from what schools you are. That would be great. We always try to make this a little bit more engaging, so use that chat box over there. I want to, before we start, want to talk a little bit about the objectives. Main objective of this call today is basically introduce the Innovation Olympics to you guys, potential student participants for the summer program. We want to talk a little bit about how the program works and best practices of winning teams, and not also winning teams, but also teams that are successfully apply and get accepted to the program, and then provide some guidelines on how to enroll into the actual program starting on the end of June. The end of June. So let's introduce ourselves. As I already said, I'm Arnaldo. I'm leading the team recruitment team, and these two lovely ladies on my side, they can introduce themselves. Maria?
Hi everyone, I'm Maria Pullin. Thank you, Arnaldo. I am based and I am an analyst at IXL Center. I'm also part of the student team recruitment, and I'm also the ambassador of program coordinator, which we can tell you a little bit more about later. And my friend here is Julija. Julija, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the info session. So I'm Julija Kaminskaite, and I am the Business Development Manager at the GYM Institute. And also, once you enter the IXL Innovation Olympics, I will take care of you guys that all of you get certified and know the GYM Institute methodology very well.
Awesome. Thank you, Julija. So let's go briefly, thank you, Julija and Maria. So let's go briefly through the agenda that we're going to be reviewing today. So very quickly, we're going to go through who's IXL Center and who's the GYM Institute, and we're going to talk a little bit about the structure and how they work and why are we going to be introducing them. I'm going to go through a little bit of a program overview of the whole Innovation Olympics from the kickoff to the final presentations to getting those prize money in the end and on the closing ceremony. And then talk about best practices for both winning teams and best practices for how do you sign up for the program and what really consists of a winning team. And then we're going to answer as many questions as you guys have. We want to make it as engaging as possible. So please use the chat box as much as possible. Tell us what school you guys are from, and ask those great questions throughout the process. We always are looking to answer them throughout the way, and then just talk about some next steps for you guys to get onboarded into the program and other opportunities as well. So let's go in deep a little bit about who's IXL and the GYM Institute. So this program is brought to you guys in part by the Global Innovation Management Institute and IXL Center. So who's IXL Center? IXL Center is one of the largest global innovation consulting firms out there. We've been around for about 10 years now, and we focus a lot on building capabilities on innovation. So it's consulting on innovation, but we really push on building capabilities. So it's not like you hire us for a consulting gig and we leave and that's it. No, we really focus on training people, on building, on having those innovation capabilities, and in order for them to be able to solve issues in the future. IXL is worldwide. We've got offices from Lithuania all the way to Korea, to Guatemala, Mexico, Brazil, here in Boston, Miami. So it's a very global firm with lots of partners all over the world. And on the other side, we've got the Global Innovation Management Institute. The GYM Institute, for short, for Jimmy, it's a nonprofit that certifies innovation. This is an institute that's looking to democratize innovation worldwide. They're looking to preach the world about innovation. They're looking to get people certified on innovation and be able to build innovation practitioners worldwide. Not only to how to create an idea and launch it and commercialize it, but also how to build an innovation system inside of an organization, working with students, working with large Fortune 100 companies, working with small startups to large governmental agencies. and different regions all over the world as well. They've created books, learning course packs online, certifications, group trainings, and many other things. And IXL Center is the preferred partner for providing trainings for the Gym Institute, but there are many other partners worldwide that provide trainings and certifications through the Gym Institute's methodology. So with this comes up for the program overview, and I leave it up for Maria to talk a little bit more about how the program will work. So Maria, the floor is yours.
Arnaldo, so can you guys hear me well?
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you, Arnaldo. If you guys can hear me, please let me know, so that we are aware of that. So thank you, Arnaldo. And guys, so a little bit more of the program overview and how the Innovation Olympics works. So basically, the Innovation Olympics, right, connects 5 teams from global universities across the world, from graduate schools or PhD teams as well, to solve a senior executive challenge through an open innovation competition. So the client, right, would come and have a challenge that can be around entering a new market, going after a new product, service, technology, trying to maybe enhance the customer experience and the customer end and addressing their needs and their wants. Maybe they want to transform their existing business to something completely different, or maybe jump over the barriers of the market. And they have so many different challenges that they can have up front, different growth challenges that they could carry on for this challenge, right? And so they present this challenge to you guys, and then the idea is that the 5 different teams would solve this Innovation Olympics challenge throughout an 8-week program. And so, Julia, we can go to the next slide. And so, next slide, Julia. Thank you so much. And so basically, this is more or less the structure of how the program works. And as you guys can see, right, there is obviously a program director, and then we have a program manager who really manages the entire Innovation Olympics. And so we have 1 mentor from IXL Center per challenge, right, per client. So as you can see there, the little star, that's the mentor. And then we have the client specifically assigned to the 5 different teams. And so those 5 different teams, then everyone should have a faculty mentor, right, that's going to be supporting you throughout the entire program. So for example, the team from Hull is going to have a professor on their end, the team from Duke has a professor on their end, and every different university has their own specific faculty mentor that's going to give them support and guidance as well throughout that the challenge, right? And so basically, when people ask which type of professor should it be, it really depends on the team, the professor that they think would be ideal as a support and guidance for this competition. It might be someone that is an industry expert and that knows more about that specific industry that you're working on, or it might be just a professor that gave a really good class and you think they might be a good guidance in this type of challenge. But it's very important for you guys to have that one faculty mentor. They can go back and forth on bouncing off ideas with them as well. And then, of course, you have the mentor of IXL Center that's going to be with you on a weekly basis, having mentor sessions every week for you guys to get on board. Any questions, any feedback that the client gives to us in general, we'll go with you through the entire feedback, give you more ideas, get you guys really prepared for what's next within the methodology, right, in the next presentation. So the mentor really is there to be your friend. We have this personal connection with our students, and we really try to make this experience the best possible, and then of course give you guys the support throughout the entire challenge. So that's more or less how the structure looks. And so if we go to the next slide, please. So basically, these are some of the student teams that we've worked with in the past. As you can see, we're very global. We have teams from Asia to Europe, North America, and South America. And we really encourage this top university schools to be part of this program, right? Because we know, and there's a proven result that they've been really great teams, and clients are very, very happy with them. And so we have the opportunity to be very diverse across the globe, which makes this program even more unique. And so if you go to the next slide, some of the clients we've worked with in the past are across different industries. Over 200 of them are established companies, and they vary, of course, in corporate size and scope, and across industries, right? So as you can see here, there's some examples: H&M, Duracell, we have Schneider Electric, Hyundai, 3M, Airbus. And so, for example, this spring cycle, we're dealing with Promigas, Winnebago, Export, SmartSafe, and United Airlines. So as you can see, every single client brings in a different opportunity to students. And even if it's a company that you might not know as well as a name at first, the challenges that they have are really mind-blowing. Like for example, for Export, the country becomes a client in a way, because it's a Guatemalan company. And so it really becomes very exciting for students. Each company has one unique challenge that it's an actual challenge and an actual real case for you guys to solve on a daily basis. So that's a really interesting and unique thing about this program, and that's that it's not like a traditional case, business case that you solve in the universities, that where you already know that the company did something specifically in 10 years, and that's the result, and then you solve it as a business case example. In this type of competition, it's an actual consulting, like live consulting, that you're providing vivid results that are going to be real for the client, for them to actually implement and help them solve their challenge. So you guys become consultants for these 8 weeks, learning our methodology and helping them achieve their purpose and solving that specific challenge for their company. So going to the next slide, we're going to talk a little bit more about how it's the structure of this specific Innovation Olympics program. And so it really summarizes up to 8 weeks, right? And so in the first week, we're going to have first the client's going to come and present to you guys their innovation. Where do they see the growth opportunity? What is the gap that they want to close? So they basically present to you guys a little bit more about the company itself, what they can share with you. You guys sign NDAs and everything, so that you guys make sure and the company knows for sure that they can trust us and that this is going to be a confidential agreement. And they explain a little bit more about what's their innovation to grow, right? Later, we go into the stage of opportunity and insights. And this is where you guys get really smart about the industry. You guys do your primary and secondary research. And even if you don't know anything about the industry itself, this is the time to get prepared and learn more about the industry itself and about the competitors and everything. And you guys build a business opportunity map, which you'll eventually learn in the methodology of IXL Center. And this is more of a collaborative point during the methodology. In what way? In this specific moment of the competition, you guys get together, all the different 5 teams, and then when we have the meeting, we collaborate and share all the different dots and ideas and idea fragments that we've gotten by the industry. And so the idea is for all of us to get smarter about the industry and share those insights. And it's not really sharing ideas, it's more sharing everything that you find so far, and so that it's more collaborative and that we all are teaching each other to make ourselves more smart in a shorter amount of time. So that's the only collaborative session we have. And then moving forward, in the 3 and 4 week, we go into the fields of play. And fields of play are basically identifying all of these idea fragments that you guys brought from that opportunity map and from that research, and start clustering them into different spaces or spaces to innovation that the client can pick. So basically, at the end of the day, you will end up clustering those ideas into 5 different fields of play and present that to the client, so that the client decide which is the most attractive field for them to explore and innovate, right? And so we eventually explain what is a field of play and make you guys be more clear on what the concept itself means. But then once the field of play is chosen, right, in the next 5 and 6 weeks, what we do is, under that specific umbrella of field of play that the client chose, you guys are going to come up with 5 different business concepts. So you're going to build a pipeline, of robust business concepts. And it's not necessarily just idea fragments, right? They just become more robust on its own. So 5 different tangible, like real, ready to use business concepts. And then when you present this to the client finally makes a decision and decides which is the right business concept that they would like to pursue. And so you guys, they can either combine 2 of them or just pick specifically one. And then move into the business case stage, where you guys develop that specific concept into a more fully developed, detailed business case that they can use, and how to implement it, how to make it real, how to make this impact that they're so hungry looking for. And you guys develop this business case for them at the end. And so the client leaves the competition with 5 unique business cases that they can decide to choose and make it happen throughout the entire period that they feel like implementing, right? So it's really an interesting opportunity how you guys learn the methodology, and that's the benefit of this Innovation Olympics, that you guys learn the Innovation Olympics innovation methodology. I mean, and then get certified on this because you guys are learning it, applying it, and then delivering it to the clients. So this is more or less like a summary on how the 8 weeks are distributed. And so moving forward, Julia's gonna take it over. Julia, so for the next slide about the benefits.
Thanks, Maria. Thanks, Arnaldo. So IXL Innovation Olympics comes with a great bunch of benefits for all the participating students. And important thing here to know before we even go to the benefits, that this competition is free of cost for all the students. So you just sign up, and if you get selected, you don't pay anything and you get all those benefits. So first of all, from day one, you get to work with senior executives, or as we call them, C-level executives, CEO, CIO, and so forth. Another thing is, as Maria mentioned already, you will learn the world-class methodology that has been applied already across the globe in various companies and various size of companies. And we are proud to say that it works 100% of the times. So you will learn this methodology and you will get certified about this methodology from the Global Innovation Management Institute. As a next step, you will also be included to the GYM Institute resume book that is being dispersed among all the clients of GYM Institute. So we collaborate with governmental entities, we collaborate with corporations and so forth. So this resume book is accessible by all those companies. Another thing that is very important, especially at the moment when you're looking for summer internship, IXL Innovation Olympics can count as your internship with the IXL Center for the consulting project for the client company. So we may elaborate more on that if there is a need. Then, of course, have fun, guys. It's a tough experience. It's working with a real client for a real challenge, and you experience all those dynamics. Sometimes even some politics get involved. So that is fun in a way, and that is also brings you bragging rights. You're working on this real challenge, and you should brag about that a lot. And finally, if your team comes first or second, there is a money prize. So the first team will win $4,000 and the second team will win $2,000. And this money prize is actually per company. It's not for entire competition, it is per company. So if there are 5 clients, there will be 10 winners. Moving forward. Right, so we often get asked what are the criteria to get selected to participate in this competition, and we can narrow down them to 4 main groups of criteria, and sometimes there are additional criteria that we would inform you additionally. But first of all, it is your academic achievements and maybe even sometimes your universities that you represent. So if you have great experience in engineering and business, there's a great chance you will be selected just because of this combination of skills. So that is one thing. Another important point is functional diversity. At what comes to that? It can be your nationality, it can be your mother tongue, it can be again the same study programs, it can be anything that your client can benefit from the fact that you have a very diverse team. So look at that when you create the team. Then work experience. So you may have observed already that we ask at least 2 years of working experience prior to entering this competition, because it helps us ensure that you have a good business ethics, that you already know how to work in a team, that you experience this corporate environment. So that's another criteria. And at some occasions, also geographic location matters, especially when we are working on market entry strategy challenges. So we want the student teams to go out there and conduct the primary research in a very certain location. So sometimes location is also a very important criteria. Moving forward. So we are now getting ready for summer cycle, and important thing is that even if you are now signing up for summer cycle, at the same time you can tick a box and sign up for fall, winter, and even spring cycle for 2019. And we are running this program every 3 months, or that would be every quarter. and usually we have around 10 big corporations entering the competition every cycle, and so it makes around 200 students participating every 3 months in this competition. So we are starting summer cycle, as Arnaldo already mentioned, at the end of June, and you can register for this competition till 15th of June. An IXL center helps students and also client companies to reach the best results. And so one of the things that we do is we provide a lot of access to various e-tools. So we have this Julija software which you can use to elaborate on your ideas. Then we also give you access to our Moodle. So there will be all the courses, all the recommended readings. You will submit all your presentations through that tool. And of course, next to that, we have various another tools that we offer, such as Inbox, which is Innovation Management Body of Knowledge, and the other books. Right, so best practices for the winning teams, and we're sharing that already so that if you enter the competition, you would know what are the main things for you to focus on from the day one. So first of all, as already mentioned many times, gather the team that has a broad experience, that has a lot of nationalities, a lot of mother tongues, if possible, of course, and so that you could leverage on each other's skills and have a very constructive discussions before suggesting your client company a solution for certain challenges. Then a discipline point. So we are running these weekly webinars, weekly Monday webinars when we teach of gym methodology. So attend those webinars, learn constantly, do your research, don't leave things for the very last night, even though we know it works very well, but we recommend doing your work consistently and establishing this discipline in your team. And the third, and as important as previous 2 points, is the research. So conduct both primary and secondary research. So as for the primary research, just leverage on your university community, leverage on your other networks, and conduct the primary research and bring in those insights. Because the truth to be told, those are the insights that usually attract the client's attention, and that is the way to learn something new and unnoticed that could be found just while Googling something. In regards of secondary research, of course, all of us know Google and the other search engines, but we highly recommend for you to go to your university databases. You have this amazing access to databases that have only university students, and look for the raw data there. Extract the most greatest insights exactly from there. Moving forward. All right, so with this, I believe we can enter the Q&A session, and for that I want to invite Arnaldo to come back, and we will answer to your questions. So here is the question, Arnaldo. Arnaldo, I will ask, and you can answer. Okay. So the first is about the faculty mentor. Can student teams choose the faculty mentor, or is it going to be assigned by the IXL Center?
Yes. Hey, thank you, Julia, and thank you, Muhan. Muhan, I think. Let's see. Muhan from Northwestern. Thanks for the question. So to answer the question, I think we already commented on directly through the chat, but basically, the faculty mentor, you need to choose. You need to have one in order to apply. Once you're filling in your application, in the application process, you will put in all your team's information, and the last part is your faculty mentor's information. Now, ideally, you will get someone that is an expert in consulting, or an expert in design thinking or innovation, or something of this matter. And now, once you apply with that faculty mentor. Now, once you're in the process, you find out that maybe your faculty mentor does not have enough time, or maybe your faculty mentor is not the most adequate to give you feedback on that specific topic. You can opt to change your faculty mentor. Just shoot us an email with the description and why you're changing faculty mentors, and just send us the information of the new faculty mentor. Now, in the other case, if your specific faculty mentor is not an expert on that industry or challenge, he will most likely have a network and he can get you in contact with a subject matter expert on that specific industry or challenge, and that can provide you further feedback. But yes, we do not assign faculty mentors. You guys find your own faculty mentors. Thank you, Julia.
Right, and so Mohan's question was, do they have to choose the faculty mentor already right now when they're signing up to the team, or can it be done later? So just to be clear on the timeline.
Yeah, so you need to get your own faculty mentor right away with your team. You need to have a faculty mentor in order to sign up.
Great. So then here is Jane's question. Can team members be recent graduates, or do all members have to be students enrolled at the university?
Awesome. Jane, unfortunately we don't know where Jane Peterkin is from. Jane, so your members can be recent graduates. In fact, they could even be from another school. We do encourage you to find teams that students that are from your same school. That way, you will most likely have a similar agenda, similar calendar with other exams and other stuff. But we've had alumni participate. We've had teams from mixed universities participate, and in fact, it's easier. So for those, if you have a group of friends that just recently graduated are in the process of finding a job, well, it's better to find a job while having a job. So the Innovation Olympics is a great way to, when you're having your interview and you go out and talk to Amazon that's looking to recruit you, you tell them, well, yes, I'm very interested in this job. I'm currently pursuing a project, and I'm working as an innovation consultant, and that is a great answer in any recruitment process. So it's great to actually say that and have be part of a program, be part of this kind of consulting gig while doing so.
Right, and just to clarify, the degree that we are looking for, so it should be master degree and all the way to the top. So those can be masters, MBAs, PhDs, postgrads, and so forth. In some exceptional cases, we have undergrad teams, but then we have additional requirements just to ensure that they will deliver. So as we asked already, them to have GYM Institute certification or very similar experience in the competition and so forth. So if you're a master student and all the way there, even if you are the alumni, it's great. You are welcome to join the competition. So another question about the team dynamics is, again, so there is a team that has only 2 members. Can they sign up, or should they wait until they have the full package, at least 4 members?
Awesome question. So you can sign up right away and just put TBD, but make sure to be assigned and just make sure to have your full team by June 15th. But you can just start your application right away and submit the application, and then once you get your full team, let us know and we'll update your application. The idea of this is to have a better understanding of how many teams of other teams that are getting enrolled. And we usually get, and this is not a best practice, but it does happen. We usually get, like, there's two individuals that sign up and they say we're looking to get 3 more people in the team, and we have another 2 more individuals that are in the same process and might be in the same university. We can potentially put you in contact and you guys can form your own team, but we do encourage you to find your own teams, because you guys most likely know how to work with people you already know. It's easier to manage expectations. It's easier to manage the program by working with people that you've already done work before. So, but in any case, we've seen very successful teams that have never met each other and they're not even in the same location, and everything's done online. So it really does depend on how good you guys are at doing that.
All right.
Great question.
So Arnaldo, we try to keep this info session short and sweet. And guys, if you have any questions, drop us an email, and I believe we can move to the next steps. And by the way, we see here the question, if you are going to share the slides. We are not going to share the slides, but we are going to do better. We will share this recording so that you would have the full information at the time.
And so that was Anthony from AIM. Awesome, Anthony. How's Philippines? We get many teams from AAM, and we're very excited to have you on board, Anthony, and we're looking forward to having your team in this coming process. All right. Well, I think then that is it for now, Julia.
Right, so we can go to the next step so that students would know what to do next.
All right. So in order for you guys to sign up for the Innovation Olympics, all you got to do is go online and open a browser and write down ixlcenter.io/for-students, or just put ixlcenter.io, and you'll find the For Students button all the way in the top. And in here, you will find a button that says Apply Now. Apply here. And just apply there. And it's a form that you got to fill out with all your 5 teammates, maybe 4 to 6 teammates within your team. Please do it as soon as possible. We highly encourage you. The earlier you do it, the more likely you are on being selected, because we have already some clients that are looking to lock in their student teams. So please do it as quick as possible. The deadline for this is June 15th. So we are already in 15 days until the deadline. So hurry up, get your team together and sign up. If you have any other questions, you can contact us. That's Julia's email, julia.kaminskaite@ixlcenter.net. If not, you can just go online in the ixlcenter.io page, and you will find a button that you can just submit your questions or submit an email through there, through the platform, and we're most happy to answer any questions that you guys might have. But I guess that's it for today.
That's it for today. Thank you for all who attended, and we are looking forward to working with you soon.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.